Hello. So today's bit of information about your human design is strategy. Now, strategy is a very key and very interesting part of your human design. And the way I want you to think of it is it's how the universe is communicating with you. It's almost how it's serving up stuff to you. It's like the breadcrumbs. And when you follow the right breadcrumbs, you find yourself on the right path. So it's really your way to interact with the world around you and find opportunities, have stuff brought to you, follow that path. Now, you can really split the types into two buckets because your strategy is directly related to your type. So manifestors are on their own over here, and they are the only type that actually can initiate and start stuff themselves. And then over here, we have the other four types who are basically having stuff brought to them and pulled in by their aura. So when we talk about manifestors, your strategy is to initiate and to inform. That's why these guys are here to have ideas and galvanize. They don't need to wait from anything. If they have an idea, they can press on and they can make stuff happen. So it's all about initiating, getting stuff started and talking about it and telling people about that. So that means as a manifestor, if you have an idea for a business, you don't need to wait for anything from the universe. You can crack on and make that happen. Next, we have generators. Your strategy is to respond. So your big aura will pull in all sorts of things from the universe, and you are literally supposed to just respond to all of those things that are brought into your field. So it's like the universe walking in and going, would you like some of this? Would you like some of that? Would you like some of this? And you're doing it essentially all the time. You know, if I offer you, would you like to have a cup of tea? Which I would do because I'm very English. Would you like a cup of tea? You'll respond to that. Yes, I do. No, I don't. And so you're constantly responding to things. So from a practical sense, though, that means that if you're coming up with an idea, let's say you think, oh, I would like to maybe learn to meditate, for argument's sake. And then perhaps later on that day, you see a poster for a meditation course in your town. You're then responding to that poster. That's the universe going, here you go. Here's something for you to respond to. When it comes to manifesting generators, you have a little bit of manifestor and a little bit of generator. So your strategy is to inform and respond. So manifesting generators are, again, big aura, responding to all that stuff, as they are a generator type, but also you're here to talk about the things that you're wanting to do. When it comes to projectors, our strategy is to wait for the invitation. And it's certainly very interesting for me because we're not really supposed to be out there kind of pushing in the world. It doesn't mean that we have to sit completely passively, but very much the right invitations will come to us. And when something is right and you are truly invited, that's when you will find that everything flows beautifully. Whereas if you're trying to place yourself into situations where you haven't been invited, then things don't tend to flow quite as well or quite successfully. And the final strategy is that of the reflector, which is the 28-day cycle or the moon cycle. So what you're actually doing is you're waiting for the right thing, the right time, the right place, and you are simply working on that cycle. So it takes a long time, if you call it a long time, but 28 days for you to actually work through that decision making. So that's the cycle. So they are your strategies. Think of it as your breadcrumbs coming in from the universe for you to actually be on the right course.